Hey everyone, it is Jeff Douglas, the resident physical therapist for Athletic Motion Golf here. And I came on. Hey everyone, it's Jeff Douglas, a physical therapist, the resident physical therapist here for Athletic Motion Golf. And a few weeks ago, I came on and did a warm-up series for you guys and gals who are part of this group that you could do at the course, something that was pretty quick, effective, get the job done. However, I said I would come on later and show you what a full warm-up would look like if I were working with a high-level player that really wanted to take their game serious, plays at high-level tournaments, or just a very competitive golfer that wants to be in optimal readiness for when they go out and play. So, in this video, I'm just going to go over kind of a broad workout that I would probably do with someone. Again, I would individualize this to each player that I work with based on what they need to work on, based on what they like, what equipment is available, and so forth, all right? But here's going to be a general idea of what I would do for a full-blown workout. So if you have the luxury of having a gym before you get to the course, or if at the clubhouse they have a nice gym, this is going to be more appropriate. This is not something that you're going to do out on the driving range like I showed in the last video, okay? I'm also just going to show a few reps of each one. I'm not going to go through the full thing. I'll give you a rough estimate of sets and reps that you can do to get ready. But the whole purpose of a warm-up is to just prepare the body for the activity that we're about to perform. All right, so everything we're going to do here is going to be from the ground up. We're just going to warm up all the joints, get the muscles firing, get the central nervous system firing at full capacity, try to get the muscles prepared to be ready for your round of golf. All right, we don't want to fatigue you. We don't want you being like super out of breath. We just want to get the body temperature up, and we want to get the nervous system firing at its full potential, okay? So we want to get the muscles ready to be powerful, explosive, and so you can go out and play at your highest level, right? So first thing we're gonna do is just to get the blood going, warm up the ankles a little bit, warm up the arms. It's just a general, it's jumping jacks or a jump rope, right? I'm gonna do jumping jacks here. When you do these, you want to bounce on the balls of your feet, okay? That works on some elastic spring of your calves. It works on rigidness of your feet, warming up your feet as well. We have a bunch of sensory nerves on our feet, all right? So you're just going to do some jumping jacks, all right? I would say probably do about 25, 30 of these right there. And you can see when I'm doing this, the whole time I'm bouncing on the balls of my feet. I am not letting the heels hit. We hit, we get back up. We hit, we get back up, all right? We're just working on building a spring. We're working on getting a quick stretch going. And again, that gets the muscles to wake up a little bit, all right? So then after you do your 25, 30, get the blood flowing a little bit, then we're gonna go into some stiff ankle hops, working from the ground up, getting the ankle ready to go. For some, you could do single leg ones, bouncing on the ball of your feet. The moment you hit, get up, okay? Or you can do two and work on just getting a little higher. Building a little spring, building some elasticity, getting the body ready to explode, okay? Roughly about 20 jumps there. Make sure in between of these, you take a second just to calm down, catch your breath, all right? We want to be fully charged when we're doing this, all right? Another thing we can do now to warm up the feet a little bit and the ankles, you're just gonna walk on your toes. So you're gonna walk forward, probably 10, 15 yards. And all I'm doing is I'm just staying on the top of my feet. This is putting a little pressure through my big toe, getting your big toe into some extension, warming that up, warming the calves up, because like Phil says, activate the calves, right? So now we got our feet warmed up, we got our calves activated. Now we're gonna jump into a little higher up, we're gonna go into our hip region. Some of these are also gonna cross over from the last video that I had and this video, okay? So you're gonna take elastic band, loop band, you can easily carry that in your bag. We're gonna put it right around our knees, okay? Now you're gonna hinge, right? Just like the picket fence. We all should be doing this already if you're part of the group, all right? You should be able to hinge properly. If not, then I'm gonna come on here and probably do a deadlift video down the road, but we need to be able to hinge at our setup. So we're gonna hinge, a little wider than hip width apart. Feet are glued to the ground, grab the ground. You're going to come on in, come on out. Let your knees come towards each other, come out. Okay, you're gonna sit there, pump them in and out, extend in that hinge position. If you should have a strong enough band so that you start feeling the outer parts of your hips working, all right? So we're doing some external rotation controlling into internal rotation of the hip, a little hip abduction going on here when we do this. You're gonna do about 15 to 20. As you get to your last little bit, so say you did 10, warmed up, I want to see the last bit be really quick, quick, quick. Let's start activating our fast twitch muscles. Let's rev up that nervous system to get our muscles to fire at their highest potential here. So really quick for the last 5 to 10. Once you start getting tired, stop, shake it out. We don't want to do anything fatigued, okay? If we're fatigued, then we can't produce our max power. Simple as that, all right? After you do a round of about 10, nice and easy, and then about 10 explosive quick ones, then we're gonna go into some lateral band walks. Again, we're just warming up the hips, another hip hinge position. Now this, you're going to drive with your back leg. So for here, it's my right leg, and you're going to push. So it's push, step, come back, push, step. And you can keep going farther, but I'm gonna go out of camera if I keep doing that, okay? And all I wanna see is about 8 total each direction on that. And again, all you're gonna feel is a good muscle burn in the glutes region, deep hip external rotators. If the band is too weak, you need to bring it down to your ankle when you do it, and it's gonna make a longer lever arm. It's gonna make it harder for you, all right? And then you're gonna finally get a good burn in the glute region, okay? Again, just blood flow, activating neurological system, so we are charging up all our muscles. Throw the band away. We're doing some hip airplanes. There's different ways to go about this, okay? If you have good balance, you can just do a hip airplane here, put one leg back in a hinge position like a single leg RDL, and all you're gonna do is move your chest and your hip up together, bring them back down till your back's flat, and you feel a stretch here. Let me show you a side view. You're gonna go up together, open up to the ceiling, external rotation, come on down into internal rotation until you feel a stretch. That's 1 rep. Now, for some of you, this is gonna be difficult, all right? Your balance is not gonna be there. And you're gonna be all frustrated. You're like, well, Jeff, I can't do this. This is too frustrating. I can't balance that well. So there's a few things. 1, you can just hang on to something. 2, grab a golf club or some kind of pole in your gym, okay? Put it in the arm that's opposite of the leg that's on the ground. Open up and back down. Now you have an extra point of balance, okay? A base of support to help you with that, okay? After you do about 4 or 5, go do 4 or 5 on the other side. Then we're gonna come back and do explosive hip airplanes, okay? So all it is you just do a quick pulse. So you get here, and it's just a little, okay? You're gonna probably fall when you do this one, okay? That's not the point. The point is to be quick and powerful. I don't care if you fall on this one, all right? I want you to work on some explosive hip external rotation here while moving your chest and your hips at the same time with a nice little breath every time you do it, okay? And I would do 5 of those right there, all right? So you have 5 nice and slow, switch, 5 nice and slow, and then it's 5 explosive, all right? Okay, so now we're gonna get to the explosive part of this warm-up, okay? When we are trying to develop power or explosiveness, we are gonna be using a lighter weight. You're probably gonna be at a 40 to 60% of your 1 repetition max when we're doing this. We're not trying to produce max strength, we're trying to produce power. Power is how quick can we produce force. How quick, that's right, how quickly can we get the club moving so it goes faster, so then we hit the ball so that goes faster, so it goes farther, and then hopefully have shorter shots in, hit it closer, make more birdies, and we're happy guys, right? So, I'm gonna show a kettlebell swing here, all right? I am biased towards kettlebell swings, all right? I will always talk about my biases. I think the kettlebell is one of the greatest tools out there. I love how it can stimulate the cardiovascular system with strength and power all at once, all right? This video is not to teach you a kettlebell swing. I'm just showing one thing that I would do potentially with one of my clients before a match, all right? So I have them set up, do a kettlebell swing, and it's just a great ballistic boom. I am stretching my hamstrings and my hips, and then I'm powering, exploding, using my hips to then transfer force through my core into my arms, right? Just like when we swing, I use my legs to transfer force through my core into the arms, into the club, which then goes into the ball, all right? So that's what would be kettlebell swings. Now say you're not, you don't have the skills for a kettlebell swing, okay? Well, then you can take a dumbbell, you can take a box, and you can take it and you can do some really quick box jumps, okay? Or using like a box squat jump, okay? Add a little weight. Again, it's a lighter weight. Hit it, right when you hit the ground, explode. Ground reaction, boom, jump as high as you can, okay? When we are just warming up, I would do maybe about 5 swings, 5 jumps, take a rest, only 2 or 3 rounds at most, with 2 to 3 minutes in between, okay? Letting the nervous system recharge, not tiring you out, okay? So those are 2 options that you could do. Then, I'm gonna jump into 2 medicine ball options that I like to work on lat activation and get some T-spine while keeping the core locked in. And then we're gonna do some med ball scoops against a wall, okay, to simulate that rotational motion of a swing. And just again, taking a lighter weight, throwing as hard as we can to get max potentiation of our muscles. So we'll show those 2, and that will be a dummy way of working out. It's a little more, I mean, you could do it. It would be a great warm up for y'all, but it's just a way of potentially of how I would do it with someone who is really serious about their warm up and getting ready for a competition. Over quick 2 medicine ball exercises for a warm up, okay, that I love, okay? So the first one is you take the medicine ball, you're gonna go outside the hip, bring it all the way around overhead, and you're going to slam it on the other side. I do not want to see when you come overhead, you extending your back. Keep the rib cage locked down, the arms come, and you're gonna feel your abs crunch, you're gonna feel your lats come on when you do this, all right? So a med ball overhead lateral slam. So up, boom, okay, boom, with it. And then you're gonna go the other way. So I would do 5 that way, and then I would go back and shift into that left side, come over, boom, bring it over, shift, boom, okay, and I would do 5 there. So that's your overhead, all right? Again, stimulating lat engagement when you're pulling down, keeping the abs firing. Now the next one is a scoop. So you're gonna need a wall with this one or someone to catch it that you would throw it to, all right? I think I need to back it up ever so slightly here, okay? And all I'm gonna do on this one is I'm going to bring it here, step, step, throw it, scoop it, okay? It's down low. Think about getting that knee in a good position, staying here. I don't want you pivoting, okay? Because what does a pivot cause? Yeah, what most of us suffer from over the top. It's here, scoop it, okay? Drive, all right? Try to simulate it as much as you can in your swing. It's not gonna be perfect, and it doesn't need to be perfect. But it's a way that maybe we can try to work on ingraining different habits, and you're not thinking about a club on this one. You're thinking about just keeping it here and not so much of a pulling around, okay? So here we go. We go jump, jump, scoop, throw. Do it again. Jump, jump, scoop, and throw. Okay, I would do 5, 5, and potentially do another set of that. And that's a lateral bound med ball scoop, all right? And that's just another example of how we can use a medicine ball to stimulate the nervous system and get our fast twitch muscles going. If you have any questions, guys, let me know, all right? This is just kind of a broad warm-up, but I think it's more serious for those that are really looking to get prepared for a round of golf. And if there's anything in particular you want me to cover more, please feel free to comment, all right? Take care.